Hey guys, Jonathan here. I hope you're doing good. It's another crazy warm week here in Switzerland. So let's go back to those guitar blocks. This will be guitar block number 6. Let's do another triad workout. I think one of the questions that I get asked the most is how to practice triads. And I always have two answers. First one, of course, is the boring one. You need to learn all your shapes in all their inversions, in different sets of strings, all over the fretboard. This is where the hard work actually starts. You will grab a triad exercise, start learning it all over the fretboard. You will start looking at the paper, start looking at the guitar. You will actually spend a lot of time doing this. But unfortunately, this is the only way to do it. There are no shortcuts here. Now, the second answer is a little bit more musical. What we're going to do is take any song that we like. We're going to write the chords first. It's going to be really important to do that. And then we're going to try to play them all over the fretboard in different sets of strings in all their inversions. Let me give you an example here. Let's take a song like Hotel California. I think everybody knows this song, right? Maybe not everybody knows how to play it, but everybody has heard this song before. Let's start with the chords first. And remember, don't forget to write them. So the first chord is going to be B minor. Then we're going to go to F sharp major. Now here I can play an F sharp 7, right? But for now, let's stick with just major and minor triads because a dominant chord has 4 notes, right? And here we're going to have these upper structure triads. F sharp 7 will have an F sharp major triad and an A sharp diminished triad. So I will be like deciding whether to go to A sharp diminished or F sharp major. In this case, if I just play an F sharp major, all I need to do is find an F sharp major triad anywhere on the guitar, right? Then we're going to go to A major. Then we're going to go to E major. Then we're going to go to G major, D major, E minor, and we're going to finish again in F sharp major. Now we're in the key of B minor. You should know by now that B minor is relative to D major, right? You should also know how to harmonize a D major scale. In this case, let me remind you one more time. The key of D major is going to go like this. D major is going to be the 1 chord, E minor is going to be the 2 chord, F sharp minor is going to be the 3 chord, G major is going to be the 4 chord, A major is going to be the 5 chord, B minor the 6 chord, really important, and C sharp diminished the 7 chord. So let's start by analyzing the first 2 chords. We have B minor and F sharp major. I think we should also know by now that if your 1 chord is minor, the 5 chord is also going to be minor, meaning diatonically, right? But in this case, we have a major. So that A note is actually going to A sharp. This A sharp note is actually going to give us, in relationship to B, a major 7 over a minor sound. This means that for the first 2 chords, we're actually going to play over B harmonic minor, right? To get this sound. The next 2 chords, I'm going to have A major and E major. If I want to think about these 2 chords in relationship to B, A major is going to be the 1 chord, and E major is going to be the 5 chord. Now, that major third of E, that G sharp note, is actually going to give me the sound of a minor scale with a major 6. Is what the Greeks will call the Dorian. So we could say that for the next 2 chords, we're actually playing over B Dorian. Then we're going to go back to the key of B minor or D major, and G major in relationship to D is going to be the 4 chord, D major is going to be the 1 chord, E minor is going to be the 2 chord, and F sharp major is going to be the 5 chord, right? That wants to go back to B minor. And again, that 5 chord is going to give me this sound. B harmonic minor. If you're on my Patreon, please download this triad workout. Let's see if you can play along with me. And if you're on YouTube, I invite you to join me on Patreon. Now let's get into the triad workout. The first thing you need to think about is location. Where are you going to actually play these chords? And the easiest way to do this is by locating that first chord all over the fretboard in all their inversions. In this case, we have B minor, right? So let's start first to play all the B minors in all their inversions, starting on strings 1, 2, and 3. B minor, 2, 3, 4. Second inversion, root position, first inversion. 3, 4, 5, first inversion, second inversion, root position. And 4, 5, 6, I'm going to start a little bit more higher on the neck with root position, first inversion, and second inversion. Now that we located all the B minors, we're going to try to play all the other chords, right? The idea here is to create a really nice voice leading, right? We don't want to go from B minor to F sharp major to A major to E major, right? That's too much movement. We want to stay close to each other, right? So let's start with our first B minor. Root position, strings 1, 2, and 3, right? From here, we're going to go to F sharp major, A major, E major, G major, D major, E minor, and we're back on F sharp major. Let's go to the next inversion, B minor, to F sharp major, to A major, E major, to G major, D major, E minor, and again to F sharp major. I have realized that there is a pattern here, right? So I'm starting in B minor, and then I'm going down to F sharp major, and then I'm going down to A major, and down to E major. Then I'm going up to G major, down to D major, up to E minor, and I'm finishing on the same F sharp major that I started. So I'm gonna try to keep this pattern in all the inversions, right? So next B minor inversion, I have it here, second inversion, down to F sharp major, down to A major, down to E major, up to G major, down to D major, up to E minor, and I'm finishing on the first D major. Now let's try to do the same on strings 2, 3, and 4. Again, try to play along with me if you can. So we start with this B minor second inversion. Down to F sharp major, down to A major, down to E major, up to G major, down to D major, up to E minor. We stay on the same F sharp major as the beginning. Next inversion, B minor root position. Down to F sharp major, down to A major, down to E major, up to G major, down to D major, up to E minor, and we finish on the first F sharp major that we play. And the last inversion of strings 2, 3, and 4, first inversion B minor. Down to F sharp major, down to A major, down to E major, up to G major, down to D major, up to E minor, and we finish on the first F sharp major. Let's go to the next set of strings. B minor first inversion. Down to F sharp major, down to A major, down to E major, up to G major, down to D major, up to E minor, and we finish on the first F sharp major. Next inversion, B minor, second inversion. F sharp major, A major, E major. Let's go up to G, down to D, up to E, and we finish on F sharp major. And the last inversion of strings 3, 4, and 5, a little bit higher on the neck, but still really playable. We have B minor to F sharp major, to A major, E major, up to G major, D major, then we have E minor, and we finish on F sharp major. And to finish, the last set of strings, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm gonna leave this B minor second inversion for the end because we don't have enough frets to go down to F sharp major, right? So I'm gonna play it at the end here. So what I'm gonna do is start with this B minor root position, okay? Down to F sharp major, down to A major, down to E major, up to G major, down to D major, up to E minor, and again we finish on the last F sharp major. Next one, B minor, first inversion. F sharp major, A major, E major, G major, D major, E minor, and to finish F sharp major. And the last one, B minor, F sharp major, A major, E major, G major, D major, E minor, and to finish, F sharp major, that wants to go back to B minor. Alright guys, I hope you find that triad workout useful. Let me remind you again what to do. Pick any song you like, write the chords first, then try to find the first chord all over the fretboard, and then try to play the rest of the chords really close to this one, right? To create a really nice voice leading. I hope you find that triad workout useful. See you next time. Bye bye.